think there's a shot we go down towards those support zones.
1 2 1 2.
Morning.
Looks like the stream is up and going. Going to switch over to just doing the stream, not really having anybody invited. I just want to have multiple videos in the live column whenever we go live with the site. Over 750 individually, 11, 12-minute videos. Probably seen all those. I hope you have. Hope you picked up some tips. It's not advice, very risky stuff, entertainment and education, but I can show you how I do it. We had one heck of a week last week, the single biggest week of my trading career, and the week prior to that was the single biggest week. I'm Jim Daniels. Peace, everybody. This is AI Trading Futures. I'm the human button pusher. Learning and adding and learning and subtracting and trying to just find out what works in my brain. The whole idea of this channel is to show you the evolution of how I've learned how to use AI, so you might implement that yourself to develop your own strategies that fit your psyche. It's very important that you pick the right sport. I've said this 1,000 times. You could be a professional athlete, but you still got to stay in your lane. And what sport are you a professional athlete? I'm a retired professional sports car driver. That's a different kind of lane. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to tell Tim I'm in here now.
I want to take a swing at it. Never chase options again. Options gas.
I'm in here now, Tim. The link works. Let's see what it. I don't know what else to do there. What he might be talking about.
This will date me. How many people ever traded with Options Express?
The link. The stream is up. The stream works.
Never heard of it?
I don't know. Don't have time to mess with him. He's taking too long, y'all. He took too long. Took too long, Tim. When you see this, you took too long to get in here, buddy. We got to worry about trading now.
I traded weeklies.
The stream is up. It's asking me. Viewers, stream health analytics, stream settings. Right there, the stream URL. That's the stream URL. There it is. Copy that. Or you go to me and you should go to AI Trading Futures.
Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Pop it back up there. See if we can go up here towards that candle body. Right there. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it, are we, chat? We got 18 minutes here past the hour. 20. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? 22 minutes to the open. Still hunting trades. I put 42.84.80 on here in the pre-market, and I was just trading. I had a $300 and something loss, and then I made a pretty good one and put me back to started with 50 grand, put me back to 42 and some change. And let's see here. I don't know what he's in.
Had some money on the table. Did not secure it. Is the market about to swipe it away from me? Oh, hey, Paul, the spike was about Iran and U.S. Let me see the actual title. Iran's foreign minister.
All right. Waiting for the open. Tim is again waiting for the open to get everything set up. I sent him an invite an hour ago. Told him I am going to stream today for the first time. I want to generate some stream stuff. And he can't find the URL to it. Yeah, it's unlisted. Privacy's unlisted. That's what it should be. Don't worry about it. We will just be trading on the button here. So anyway, I use AI. I use 4AI, okay? And I built a dashboard. We call it the boardroom. Some people just call it a panel. And you can build yourself a panel. We call it the boardroom. You see him in the house right there. You got Grok. You got ChatGPT. I think we're going to call him. I think he's going to be, ChatGPT is going to be Benny. His name's going to be Benny, pretty sure. Dr. Benny. And then you got Perplexity, and her name is Celia, Syla, Celia. And then you got Gemini,
There we go.
Dr. Quant, but they've changed their names. He's going to be Lex, like Lex Luthor. You get it from Superman. He's going to be Lex. And so that's what they're going to be. But anyway, I made a Visual Studio, Python scripting, JSON, all these different things you can layer on there. You can go out there and get the free guides. Got the free guides out there in front of you if you want to go take a peek at those. Why did it do that? I did not want that. This. What in the world is going on here? It moved everything away, didn't it?
Looks like a 5-day cup and handle.
What is going on here? I have no idea. There's your free guides, everybody. I'm being a little discombobulated today. There's your free guides. We'll go back to the charts here. And there they are in the top right. Yeah, there we go. Top left, excuse me. That's Grok, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini. I'm going to add 2 more, I'm pretty sure. I did have a disappointing letter from Claude's Legal. They jump through all kind of hoops and say, you're going to get free publicity out of this. I mean, I'll put the disclaimer in there like everybody else is asking, but they, you know, they want to. They had big, huge alarm things, and can you get everybody who subscribes to agree to a disclaimer? I said, no. Do you get everybody to you know, if they use the site, and yeah, there'd be one generic in there. And I said, by the way, nobody else is asking for all that, so I think I'll just find someone else. I need this to be hassle-free. Doing this on my own money. It's not like Claude is, you know, sponsoring me. So then I might put Copilot in there. I might just keep it these 4. Just it adds exponential more work. So I had said we were going to do Claude and Copilot, and I was gung-ho about that. I'm not so gung-ho anymore. These 4 are solid. I'm not going to be in trouble, and they work great together. They complement each other's back end. Claude and Perplexity had a bunch of overlap. Copilot and Gemini had a bunch of overlap. I was only picking a couple more in case people already had those 2. They didn't have to subscribe to anything else, but I'm paying for all these. They'll be in the live room answering pretty soon when the show actually starts. This is just me getting used to doing the live stream and all the mechanics of it and being unlisted and to populate that live column of past lives. When we actually roll the show out, it's going to be a whole different look, whole different OBS, everything. So anyway, we're just waiting for the open here. We've got about 8 more minutes. I want to just get this live stream up and going. 7 minutes in, I'm not going to have to hit the button all day to chop down my videos, right? And wow, we're rocking and rolling very fast with this new internet. So yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm trying to get used to the delays and whatever. Right now, we're just kind of riding that 10 EMA. We've got the red, white, and the blue in the house. That's our EMAs, 5, 10, and 20. Got the volume profile up there today. Excuse me, not the volume profile. Don't misunderstand it. The visible range volume profile, the VR VP, and I got it set to I think 150, so I can just get a little bit of definition in there, just so you can see the nodes, where the nodes are, and then these little areas where there'd be no liquidity that you can go through that up or down pretty easy. And then I got my fair value done in green and orange. So up, down, orange is down, gray is down, blue is up, and this green is up. And then the way you read that is the very top of your value area. That's the top of the value area. That would be where you put your green line. Your red line would be at the bottom. I can visually see it. Point of control would be like right in the middle. Right here is a point of control, and you can just, I can visualize this. I'm going to start putting more tools up here to help people start visualizing it, but I can just look at this and know where my point of control is. Look what all my liquidity is right here. Like to take this right here. I might go ahead and sell this in a second. I'm a little long on the tooth. I'm going to take this a little bit of it, just take out a couple $100 here or so. Let's see what happens here. There you go, 150, 350.
Order filled.
Let's take out a quick $200. And so there we go. Make a little bit of money there. Took out 1 point on 10, so you guys could do that up. Oh, that's not as much as I thought, was it? What's 1 point on 10? That's just 10 times 20. That's $200. Yeah, we did $200 on that one. Just pulled out a little bit of cashola, and so yeah, we will just keep doing that all day, right? We'll try to get those DG levels in there. I got a solid DG2, DG3 be 5,000, so we got to make about a little less than $600. $573 or so, $4, $3, $2, and then we'll have that. I'll leave that up on there. See that one I did after market? Trading the 45 second over there in my Ashies. Oh, I got it on 1. I went to 45. There we go. Ashy 45, 2 minute on the main chart. Let me save that. I must have tapped that. Looking for stuff. Got the book maps in the house. Bookmap's in the house. Just trying to see what we could do here. Right over there, look at that. Got the fancy, where's my fingers? Right there. Fancy initials over there, JD. That's me. I got the Trade Brigade up on the screen back there. Checking his levels versus my levels. Kind of got to memorize. Not as important when I'm ninja scalping. I do know where it is sometimes. That's why I'm going to put that volume profile up there today. And we'll go ahead and turn on the opening 15-minute range is on there. And yeah, we're just going to watch all of our indicators. We're going to watch the VIX. Make sure we're not going against the VIX on a 5-minute chart. The VIX is with us on 5. Let's do the VIX on 3 today, actually. The VIX on 3. Because look, on the actual VIX, look over here. Well, it's the same both ways, but it's up, man. So well over 20. So be real careful. It should make some scalping opportunities. We are ninja scalpers here, or I am. Now, if you look at my guides I got out there, I got everything you want that AI has put together to try to assist with education. Try to find a few little nuggets out of there and make it your own. Run a nugget you like that kind of fits your psyche, what you can see. You know, and you hit the outside curveball, but not the inside. That's the kind of stuff you got to find out in trading. That's why it takes a couple of years, and you got to spend some money doing this. You're not just going to fund your cash account and not blow it a few times. Just think of it as your vocation school. How much would that tuition cost you? Get back on the charts here. How much would that cost you? And it would be what you got to spend doing this too, or you got to do a lot of paper trading. No matter what, you got to spend money trading, right? Because you're gonna have to fund your account at some point. But let's say you are independently wealthy and you don't have to work and you can sit on the charts paper trading all day, where you're drawing from your personal money to live on. So you still are paying one way or the other to get an education, and that's the same anywhere. If you want to be an HVAC guy, you got to pay that 25 or 30 grand to go to school. So the mindset with me was always, okay, I'm anticipating, because all the books, all the internets, all the YouTubes, all the everything says that you're going to lose money. And but what they don't do, and I got that in my psychology guide over there, that guide number 7, psychology and performance guide. Talk a lot about expectations. If you set your expectations right, this is not for everybody. You might be someone who, I cannot trade 7:30 Central to 10 Central every day. I have a job and I can't get out of that job. Then this might not be for you. You might have to look at my covered call plays and my working man plays. I got working man plays that just allows you to trade at night with some very tight strategies. And then you're still going to get used to it, still going to lose some money, but you can trade futures many different times of the day if you're using your own money. Now, U.S. prop firms don't allow you to trade for certain times, but I mean, if you're using your own money, get yourself a NinjaTrader brokerage account or an AMP account, AMP, or Interactive Brokers, or any number of them. You can do your own research. Look at this coming back for us. I'm going to go ahead and take a little run at that.
Order filled.
That stunk. What happened there? Let's take it again here. Only got a quarter a point, and commissions ate me up. And I saw 350. I think I probably need to go ahead and just wait 1 second. 28. Here we come. This is where I like to be. She's saying 20 over here on the sidebar. I'm going to do 20 and wait to see what happens here. I'm going to turn those executions off. It's making my chart look dirty here. Got to be nimble. I'm going to go down to the 1, actually. The 45 over the 1. Let's rock and roll here. I don't give up any of this $4,000 we got made, but I want to look where we are right there, right at the middle point of control. This thing could break either way. I love it. I'm on the buttons over here. I'm waiting for Bookmap to give me some indication. Let's just see. Got less than a minute here. 36 seconds. See what happens at the start here. I think I want to anticipate this to the long. I do.
Order filled.
I'm going to anticipate this to the long here. I'm going to get a pop here. I'm not going to wait for it too much. If I get a few $100, I will get out of the way here.
We need that for the ES as well. We did on the ES.
Order filled.
We have 20 seconds.
All right, that sucked balls, everybody. How am I getting so much slippages here? I'm going to wait for this to hit the print. Wait for it to hit the print. I'm on the button. That cost me $400. And I thought I was getting $400 out of it. Here we go. 2 seconds. Here we go. Off to the races. Get that print get in there. I'm in for the print here. Let's see what's going to happen. Buy it again.
Order rejected.
Oh, me. Look at that. We missed that opening pop there, everybody. Missed that opening pop. Here comes the sell-off, just like I predicted earlier. We'll wait for it, though. And then just wait for it. Opening print will do this to you sometimes. Got some good buying pressure coming in there on the book map. There they come, boys. There it goes. I wanted to get out that little pop right off the top of that previous candle, and you know she wicked on me. Typical opening print. Let's see this 1 minute candle here. Let's just go ahead and go to the top. We need to get some buying. Look, get through there. Get through there right there. Come on, book map. Come on, book map.
All right, here, I'm gonna show you how to do the fixed VWAP real quick.
Well, the boys are wanting to sell it off. I might have to take a big loss here, everybody. I might have to take a big loss here.
Who won the pops or the drops? Who won the poll? We're looking at the first 1 minute candle.
I'm in the wrong direction on this. The wrong direction.
First hour. There you go. So the drops won that one. Anybody voted?
Hold on there, baby. Hold on. It almost got me on my max daily loss right there. See if we don't get a whipsaw the other way. I certainly missed that on my direction. I was reading too much into book maps over here on this part. Let's just get on out of it real quick, make our money.
Order filled.
All right, I'll take it. We only made a couple of $1,000 there. Boy, I had to do a round trip, but you know, the book map was saying, I'm talking about over here on the quotes that was out there. I got this one set to quotes, and the two widgets are set to the actual orders going through the back of the book, right? Level 2 stuff. There she goes. I should have still be on there. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. I'm gonna take it again here, and right there,
Order filled.
take out another 1,800. So 72.16 on the day. We're basically our impulse candle hunting here, and I didn't mean to take that much pain on the downstroke, but I was right there. You know, we were at that point of control, moving through it. You had all basically flat bottom, flat top entry, but that was just a little bit of settling out. Would have been better for me probably to wait for that 1 minute ORB to be in place and then took the break of this range. But it still worked out. I got two quick ones right there. We started out at that 4,400. We're at 7,200. So that's $3,000 there in the first 2 minutes of the market. You know, I'll take it. If you go back and watch all of my normal videos, you'll see me talk a lot about these EMS, what I call like they get bound up right there and on top of each other, and something's got to go. You still got to have some other indicators, and the indicator for both widgets was pretty strong buying pressure, 2-to-1 here and about 50% on the price change. And then what was interesting is on the quotes, my quotes was clearly suggesting we had a lot of purchases lying above us. And so anyway, when you have that, you know, the price pulls into that, and that would have pulled us right past the point of control, which it did. And that's why we got a nice impulse candle. Here comes the Twin Towers. You know how we like these Twin Towers. A couple more minutes, we'll have the 5 minute ORB in place. We'll see if we can't get a DG5. That's a solid, DG4 would be 7,500 on daily go 4. A few $100 away, so we should be able to get that without giving too much money back. I would hope. Let's see. We'll see in a second. Now, as you notice, you know, my drawdowns and all that's predicated by me. I try to start over each day back at $50,000. I have 750 plus videos out there. If you watch them like in the series episodes that they go, you will encounter everything that I do personally. Can't give you advice. You know, I'm just telling you and showing you how I do it for entertainment and education values. We're going to break out here in a second. I'm going to take it back down. She's got me on 10 now. I'm going to take the breakout of the 5 minute. Get here. I mean, it's going to go. The VWAP is there. I'm just going to cheat myself into VWAP. I'm on their money a little bit. I like to get that initial VWAP pop here. It could go back against us, half that candle. I'm watching my Fibonacci. Remember, it's at 600. Let's get on another pop up there.
Order filled.
All right, I'm going to take out 1350. All right, and that was just me anticipating a little bounce over the VWAP before the 5 minute. We still got 34 seconds on the 5 minute ORB, but that's what that is. The ORB is going to be up there, getting a little extended here. Visualize your Fibonacci on your pullback, and I can put it up there for you, but I like for everybody to be, visualizing everything. Pulling back down into here for 786 wouldn't be too bad. Wow, look at this thing go. I'm going to go ahead and jump on it for a ride. We're ripping. This is definitely a chasing situation here. We're ripping. It's still going. I'm watching over there to the right. Might even add here.
Order filled.
Not going to get greedy. All right, there we go. Just took out another little 600. And I'm using that because my book map was so concisive and I hope you can hear that going. I was worried about a retracement, but once it gets going over there around 100% on a 2-to-1 ratio on your volume pressure, I need to turn this one up a little bit. I think I had it down in pre-market. I bet I did. Oh yeah, I turned it down at 10%. Needs to be 2040, Jimbo. Needs to be 20. And then this one needs to be Forte. Having a real good this morning. Everybody else is too. 24. 2030, actually. There we go. Now let me line them back up. I'll keep them right underneath my sell and buy buttons because that's what I use to help me stay in a trade. Now, as you probably know by now, if you watched any of the regular videos, I am glancing at the ASHI candles all the time. Make sure I don't have any bottom tails forming on a 45. And we're way overbought. And look, the VIX is selling down, so everything's looking like we're going to be going up here, and that's fine with me. It'd be good for our. Where is it? Be good for our man. Look at this. Come on, it's ripping today. Like no man's land up here now. Let's see. Let's go. 25,000 is up there. I need to wait for a pullback now. I'm switching over to the red, white, and blue. The Patriot moving averages. Red, white, and blue. And 5, 10, and 20. So what I'm going to look for now is some pullbacks and see what's going to hold up. You know what I mean? We've clearly closed above the VWAP. And so that's very bullish. Got some nice bright candles on our Hiratoga. We're in line. So we've got confluence with the S&P. And the VIX is on a decline. Some people would be concerned with us being in the green zone on overbought on the RSI, but it can just continue to remain overbought. But a pullback down into here, not getting back to 50, and another catapult is going to be another leg for us to try to take some money out. We did get that DG4 of $7,500 on the day, and so DG5 would be 10,000, and so we're about $1,000 away from that. She's got me on 10. Don't forget, I've got the AI on my phone running on AT&T, so that's not being run on my live oak fiber optic. Just trying to, if you watch any videos of the slippages and the things like that. Here we go. I'm looking forward to this now. I really like to see a pullback. Don't like chasing, so I need a reason to get in. Now, Bookmap for me is a reason, but it has to be really going strong after a run like this with no retracement. No retracement yet, chat. But look, it ain't stopping. This is a throw a dart at it day. I'm just going to wait. Even though I got 60, 55, 40. I mean, I got the momentum. It's putting in like a higher lows, higher highs. So just on one of those runs right out the gate, straight up. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's pull back here. Ain't that weird on a 45 second, though? What's going on? Is that chart stuck? What's going on? Oh, no. It's just ripped so much that it, even on the 45 second, actually hadn't caught up the way its calculations are. So sometimes you have to just watch your normal candles here. Let's see if we can't get a break of this previous candle's low. And see if we can't get, either sideways action, some flag or flat top, flat bottom going that we could trade on. Or if we can't just get a reversal right now, breakthrough high of day, rock and roll. And when I'm really nimble, I will short that inside that candle on a reversal. But I don't have the ashy tail. There's a bottom tail on the ashy, still green, but a bottom tail. So I'm getting to where I might do a short now. I'm gonna stay off that button, you guys. I'm less than 1,000 away for 10 grand on the day. 10 grand a day keeps the doctor away, they say. Especially if your doctor is the wife. Here we go. Let's see the 5 period, red, white, and blue. Let's see if the 5's going to hold up or if we're going to spike 5 to 10. Remember, your 5's your weakest, then your second weakest is your 10, third weakest is your 20, fourth weakest, strongest. I'm going from weak to strong, excuse me, red, white, blue, and then your VWAP. So these are very powerful, especially that when the 20 holds up, usually, and you get some candles closing above that. Looks like we're going to have a 5 period hold up. I'm going to be willing to take that in a second. And I want some book map confluence here, and not just going to take it arbitrarily. I got to have my momentum going. Sounding good right now. Let's see if we just go sideways for a few minutes. Wouldn't hurt for us to put in a little box. Here we go. I'm going to wait just 1 second, everybody. I still don't have my volume pressure with me. I do have my price change. Price change is looking bullish. Let's just see here. We got another 45-second candle, no bottom tail, so we might be getting it here. We're coming into the 5 period EMA. off-color candle down in Saratoga. That's perfectly acceptable when we're trying to pull back after a run like this. People got to take profits just like I did. This first 30 minutes to an hour, you know, you're able to take the algorithm's money, the big money. Then when they're all done and settled and things like that, then you start actually playing chess against other retail people. And so I've always think it's good. If you watch my 750 plus videos I put out there, I talk about it extensively, that finding places where the computers, the black boxes, the bots, the algorithms, finding places where they like to sell and they like to add, and jumping in for a few points is ninja scalping, and that's impulse candle hunting. This is just all healthy right here, just going sideways, flagging out. Keep your desk pad out. I know I'm going to have them for sale. I'm making a custom desk pad that has the most important things you need to know about: cup and handle, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, pulling trend lines, what they mean, wedges, inverse wedges, wedges, ascending and descending wedges, how to play them, flat top, flat bottoms. You know, I like this thing to make a morning bell. So we took right off, we go up, we flatten out, and we make a bell back down probably near the entry. Then we make a V recovery. Your V's are usually on the bottom and your bells are on the top. Again, 750 videos out there for you to watch. Hundreds of times we've traded that stuff. And so this looks like a classic bell. The ups usually go up and stall, and then they come back down. And so you can catch your longs on this side and you catch your shorts on this side. And but it also could go and hold up and do another brigade boat kind of out of the top of that. So whichever, I am looking to take this short right here. Not yet though. Not yet. Right about right there. I'm going to take it short right here for a quick scalp down to a 10. Oh, you sucker! I'm not going to DCA just yet. DCA right there to 2.
Order filled.
2 DCAs. 3, 4, and 5.
Order filled.
There we go. DCA'd up. I got a little late. I should have took the $50 there, you guys. 1 second. Let's let it settle back down. We won't have to give any of this back up. There it goes.
Order filled.
All right, so $2,000. That put us at $11,013. So let me explain that real quick. And I've explained it a million times, but that's okay. So I DCA. You know, you can't do that necessarily with the prop firms, but I DCA a lot. I consider myself a master of that. You see what I mean? How we made that bell and we rolled over? I can't say with certainty, can't give you advice. This is entertainment education. I knew it was rolling over because every day we see this bell. It either goes up and it bounces off the 5 and it bolts up for the next leg up, but we got a lot of pressure on the market to sell. So I just watching my quote book. I'm watching my 2 widgets of book maps, right? I told you that we were putting in an off-color candle here. I told you that we had bottom tails, which means reversal. Then we had that doji. So it was definitely curling here. I told you that the VIX was coming down, selling on the 3-minute chart. And so that means I had enough room. And then at the same time, she was telling me up to 50. She was telling me 10.15. And I don't have it set up to do that many. It means that initially 10. And then, she said 10.5. So initially 10. And then 10 more 5 times if I need to, whether that be for value or not. Now, I made a good little chunk of change. What I would be doing if I had that smaller, I would still be adding to that position all the way to the VWAP. And here's the bell I told you about earlier. There is the bell. And so that's typical of the ups. And what I'm anticipating is we'll come down here and we'll have a V recovery, or we'll break through the open, break through the lower day, and then we'll have momentum to the downside. And so there's nothing wrong with taking that ashy play right here over there in my free guides. The one that says intraday swing is number 3. Intraday swing, conservative trade guide. That's where we talk about the ashy play. I use ashy in a combination. I still ninja scalp. I'm still hunting impulse candles to get in and out. But I'm using all of it as if I want to hold the trade for 20 minutes. But then I don't hold the trade for 20 minutes. Anyway, solid DG5 in the house. It's normally where I quit, but I'm not going to since I'm streaming here. I'm making some lives. There's no one watching it. I got it unlisted, but I just wanted to have the content out there. And people could see that it was live and how it's done. I'm tempted to take it again. I should have took the VWAP break. As you know, we love the 20 EMA break. And when they're together, you always can pull yourself out some points. High probability. I can't tell you it would work for you, but look at that. 36 points. Break of the 20 EMA. And that's the red, white, and blue. The blue's the 20 EMA and the break of the VWAP. Well, you could have got pulled out 36 cents. I'm going to go ahead and sell this thing right there.
Order
And
filled.
take out another little bit of money. I'm going to see green, take green here. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to sell a little bit into
Order
that.
filled.
Little weakness there. Hope I'm not too close to that V here.
Order filled.
Might be a little late on the price action, but I'm going to hold on to it here. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, man, I missed it. All right.
Order filled.
Took it on the second one, you guys, $1,600. So let me show you how I did that play. I was trying to show you there. The VWAP play usually has a lot of momentum from an algo perspective. And with all the retailers going, man, if it breaks VWAP, I'm getting in. I'm shorting it. And so if you're not greedy and you just bet a little more, you can get out quicker and it's safer. And you will watch the play keep going a lot, which means you might refine it in a way, well, I'll bet less and I hope it runs longer. I just can't do that. My psyche don't work that way. I'm not saying that that's wrong. Most everybody out there is, looking at the R levels, and I'm 2-to-1s and all this. I'm a ninja scalper. It's called a sniper scalping. Officially, I've redubbed it ninja scalping because of NinjaTrader is my broker for funsies. But it's also HFT, high frequency trading. That's, you go out, type in high frequency trading, scalping less than 30 seconds in your favorite AI, and it'll go through the whole deal of how it's done. It's not gambling. As you can see, I'm using 8 or 9 confluences, many different systems, including 4 AI talking to me on my phone with direction. They're definitely saying that it was selling there, and they're probably using a combination of the ashies and all that. But here comes that possible V reversal. We're on the 1 minute, so your red, white, and blue and your VWAP is a little weaker than if we was to go to the 5. And on the 5, we do have we're still red, white, and blue to a bullish state, so this could just be that natural pullback to negate that gap in this 5-minute candle. And now we just kind of watch it, see if we're going to break down. On the 5, a break below the 20 EMA is powerful, and I will take it. Try to get us over that 10 grand today. I only need a few $100 here. Let's see. I'm waiting on Bookmaps to tell me. I'm going to go ahead and take it right there.
Order filled.
All right, guys. Nice trade there. So Bookmap was coming toward me. The quotes was coming toward me. We got momentum. I looked over, and on the 3-minute, we are ticking up on the VIX. And so I had Confluence with me over here on the 5-minute chart, breaking through all EMAs on the S&P. So kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. Hadn't found the bottom yet. We do have the 15-minute ORB range in there. That puts us at 11,725. So a solid DG5 in the house. Only betting 10. I'm only betting 10. And so now we're down through the EMAs. Now we got to start getting a little tricky here on how you. This could be the where everybody kind of quits. I took a little bit too much heat on that first one this morning. If you're looking from a layman's standpoint, but at that time the VIX was going, everything was turning to go positive, and so I had to wait for those orders to sell out. So I did take some pain, but I had my back end threshold set. I'm well into their money. I did $204,000 last week, you guys. Go back and watch those episodes underneath the normal videos. This is season 2, but this is one of my first lives I've done, and I'm just testing. But I want to get like 15, 20 live sessions out there, so the algorithm sees that there's some lives out there before I start promoting the actual live where the AI is going to be talking. They're going to moderate the chat. I won't do anything. I'll just be another trader there. And, being like a director or producer, putting the puck back in play, But they're going to be the one answering. They're going to be the one kicking the trolls out. They're going to be the one calling the plays because they can actually call plays. They're just going to be an indicator. You can use free indicators, or you can buy expensive indicators that will give you buy and sell signals with an audible. That's all my AI is going to do, except they're going to be plugged to a lot more back end that no single indicator can do. I'm going to take that off for now. I don't need that up there. I usually look at that to kind of find spots on the 4-hour and the 1-hour chart to where there might be, support, resistance, and holes. But I don't use that much. As you know, guys, I'm a ninja scalper, and you don't have to use as much as ninja scalper. You still got to be cognizant of it. Maybe I discount myself a little bit because see trade brigades back there. I look at his levels. I know the numbers that we're looking at. I kind of can memorize them. I got all 5 of his levels that he did memorize. 2 of them I didn't think was exactly right, so I got my levels memorized, but I'm still mindful of it. but you could put as many indicators on there. You can use the Lux Algo to put mark all your stuff out for you. I used to use that when I was trying to train my eye. And as I've learned more and learned more and learned more, I want less indicators and I want my charts cleaner where I can make split-second decisions with a lot of money. I'm moving in 10,000 each time you see me do that. 11,725 on the day. And so that's how we do it here. Now we're just kind of petering out. Change that 5 back to a 1. I'm going to go ahead and trade the 1 and the 45. So 45 seconds on the ASHI. We're getting some up and down tails here. Nice little clean sell-off. We got a couple pieces of that. Here it goes again. I am going to take that.
Filled.
Uh-oh. Where did it fill it at? Look how long that took. That took too long. I'm just going to do another $2,000, guys. There we go. That is a DG6. 12,500 is a DG6. That was a break of the ORB. She's still going. Beautiful play. Feel bad for everybody's long portfolio positions out there, including me, but they've got to take the good with the bad here. And so I've been doing stellar trading the futures here. Wow, got another great week going. So 12,500 bucks in the house. The next level is a DG7 at 15 grand. DG is daily goals. I set daily goals, and if you go out there and you get this number 7 psychology and performance guide that we got out there, it'll go through how you do
Order
that
filled.
and what you could do. Look, mine's just now saying order filled. What you doing here? You heard that, guys? It just gave me another order fill. I didn't hit anything, did I? I didn't hit nothing, chat. Wow, beautiful ORB play right there. It was also the bottom of the linear regression channel in the background. And Bookmap said, hey, man, this is how I do it. If the charts say, hey, man, this is a trade, then I need Bookmap to say, I agree, man. Or if Bookmaps is going, hey, man, this is the trade, I look at the charts and it needs to agree. Okay? When I say charts, I mean everything you see on the screen. Everything you see on the screen. And all you do in the beginning is, start out with just like 1 or 2 things that you can see, like you're a fish in water. I can see that. And then you keep adding stuff, and eventually it's like a video game. If you guys play video games, just imagine the hardest boss on hero mode. You can't just walk in there and take him out, but eventually you learn every spell, you learn where the pauses are, you learn how to escape and kite a little bit and regen, you learn what potions you got to bring with you. I mean, you just learn stuff that you don't know when you first start, and this is a video game in a lot of respects, except you can win money on this, but you got to have that level of can go into a boss fight that it took you forever to beat, and all of a sudden you see everything. It don't take you no time to beat it at all. It ain't worth playing the game no more. Let's find a new challenge. Well, in trading, the challenge, the boss fight starts over every day. Every day after we have that 1 hour break and the markets restart, that's when the new boss fight comes, and it's a different boss. But it's still the same kind of skill set, right? That you adapt to what you're seeing. We hadn't had any losses today, I don't think, you guys. I knew that I needed to make some of these to show you guys when I have losses and all that stuff, because I don't want people to think that I do jump cuts, edits, splices, and nothing like that. All of my 750 plus videos, there's no edits, no nothing. Occasionally, Tim that's on the stream will drop an F-bomb, and I'll just mute him in that. Look at this. We're still going here. I'm just scared to take it, you guys. I got 12,500 made on the day, and I don't have... We're very oversold here. The VIX is climbing, though. Let's take it down. Well, shoot, she already told me to take it down. 515. I didn't look over there. She's on a 515. That means 5 initially. Switch it to a 1, and you can do 5 DCs. I'm just going to take this arbitrarily. I'm just running with this one as a runner to show you. Hopefully I don't have to DC. Let's just go ahead and make a push on long in the tooth for me. I'm taking a little short deal here.
Order filled.
Just took another 150. 12,913. Because look, we pull a long ways away from the 5 EMA. Red, white, and blue. That's bullish. If you read your EMAs from the bottom, I call them PMAs, for Patriot Moving Averages. They resemble exponential moving averages exactly. And I got them. I keep them set to 5, 10, and 20. And so your red, white, and blue, that's 5, 10, and 20 on your moving averages. And now let's see. I'm going to be wanting to short this as it pulls. Got a nice red candle here. The VIX is on the rise. We got no topping tails or a couple of candles here. So if it pulls back into the 5 or the 10, and then we get a reversal signal from our widgets on Bookmap, I'll start shorting on these pullbacks. And if you watch the last week's episodes and the previous week episode, you just see I made a lot of value. Last week I got to a DG 15 twice. That's $35,000. if you've been watching any of those videos, I don't have to do this. I did this channel because a lot of friends who I've helped. Because JD, you got to show these youngsters how to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it again
Order
right here.
filled.
It didn't pull back as far as I would like, so I'm not going to be married to it. But I will take
Order
out.
filled.
What's it gonna be?
Got out even. So I'm still at 12,900. Man, you sucker. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to just take out a little more.
Order filled.
Took out 850. Now we're at 13,681 on the day. Now it's getting fun. You see what I mean by these days? Let me go through and explain it to you. Let me put this on mute because it's hard for me to concentrate and talk if I'm listening to my book maps. My ears are so tuned in for book maps. I even have them on different channels. So I'm hearing one widget on one channel, another widget on the other channel. And, you know, I'm a guitarist, amateur hacker, but that music trading since I was 13, I'm 57, does help in hearing the tones. And I got a buddy that can't hear any of the stock tones, so we made him his own wave files. It's him yelling at himself. So it's kind of crazy. Buy, 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 in his voice, you know. Sell, 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 sell. But anyway, we just had that normal. I called it earlier that the way these things goes, it's usually like a bell shape up and then sell off, and then it'll come down and eventually make a V reversal, and or to make it'll come down and leg and go back down. It's like 4 ways that it work out. And I'm not giving you advice. This is entertainment, educational only, but. And I can't tell you what to do, and it's very risky. But if you go back and watch, just go back and look, like just keep going back in charts on like a 1-minute chart, and just look. Okay, there's my opening bell. What did it do? It does sometimes go in the middle of a 15-minute opening range, you know, especially after a day that had a big run up or a big run down. You'll get used to that. The more time you sit at the desk and you're on the charts, you'll look at the previous day and go, whoa, we gained 600 points. 2 or 3 scenarios the next day. We give some of that back because people are going to take profits, right? Or we go sideways while all the momentum's building for the next leg up or next leg down. And so you get used to how to see those days. But when I'm so focused in on trading in the day, I'm trading on a 45-second ASHI. Look at that ASHI, beautiful. I got friends that only do the colors on the ASHIs. They will buy on a break of structure, BOS. That's an ICT thing, but it's been around forever. That's what people know it as these days. But I've been doing this since 2008, before anybody was out there. There's people, I don't know, Pat Whelan and Matt Coward and Alpine, and those guys, they weren't old enough to trade when I started trading in 2008. And I started trading in 2008 because I was losing my construction company because no one could pay me because of the financial crisis. Dozens and dozens of strip malls with the full roofs, commercial roofs on them, couldn't get paid, had to go bankrupt, and I had to make some money to save the family business. So I got on the desk with a buddy, worked at JP Morgan, and did real prop house stuff. Bring a little money, and you sit and you do what you're told. They make a cut, and you make a cut, and that's how it went. But anyway, rolled over the break of the open. Okay, and this was the low of day. Break of the low of day and the open coincided with the break of the ORB. But the play was, if you wanted to go that more intraday play, like I got in my booklet over there, if you read that, then it would have been the breakdown of EMAs and the breakdown of VWAP at the same time. You could just throw a dart right there. And this happens a lot, y'all. I made $4,000 in the pre-market. What was it back here on that drop right there? So I had set my stuff up to let me know a break of VWAP and retest. It sent me a text message, and I went in right here. I took out 23 points right there. I set my stop loss, and it blew right through my stop loss. But I got 23 points. Take profit stop. And then same thing right here. Look at it. Look how powerful it is. We had a little fakey pop up. We rode that up. You go back and look at the trades. It was in the stream. And then rolled right back over. Then right through the EMAs. The red's crossing over the white. Then it's crossing the blue. And then the white crosses the blue. So you got all of that EMA crossings happening on top of your VWAP break. VWAP break. This was a test of the VWAP, that wick right there. That was a test of the VWAP failed. So a test of the VWAP failed in that candle right there. And look over here. You got no top tail. So on an ASHI standpoint, break of structures right there. Look how many points you got on my ASHI play. There's your break of structure. Because see, look, you'd have all the other confluences. VIX turning up, your RSI turning down, S&P selling off with you. your descending candles here on your Hirtoga, right? And then your book map's going crazy. And so look at that, what you got. It's still in there. I can't get my mouse down in front of. It's like 268 points.
That's all right. I cannot be upset.
That's just what just happened. We just lost 218 points. If you only bet one NQ, that's 318 times $20. So 318 times $20. That's $6,360 on a $1,000 investment. Because that's what you got to have in your brokerage account to command one NQ. And so I always suggest everybody work your way up so you can have $25,000 in there. And then, or you can have $25,000 at your disposal. Divide that up in 5 lots. And so only keep your 5,000 exposed in the beginning. And I can't give you advice. I'm just giving you a rule of thumb. And that way your max loss will be 5,000. You won't go on tilt and revenge trade and FOMO and all the other acronyms and YOLO. You won't do all that past the 5,000. And I would keep that in a way that it's arduous for you to get it. So you got enough time to calm down before you revenge trade or go on tilt. And then, and you might have to do that a few times. And the reason I say 25,000 is because if you wanted to day trade stocks, that's the minimum you got to have in there to be a pattern day trader. PDT, pattern day trader. If you trade more than a few trades really a day for 3 days in a row or so, then they make you.
Come on. There we go.
NinjaTrader just sent me a note, my text message, that I hit $10,000. So they give you little awards and stuff like that, little digital certificates. $13,681.20 in the house. Excuse me, guys. What am I saying? I had those big trades. I started with 50K. So I'm at 23,681. What the heck am I thinking? I rolled into the start. They opened with 4,400. So I had 54,400. You can rewind this to see that. And then now I'm at 73. I don't know why I was reading that at 63. At 73. So 23,681 on the day. Beautiful trades. Here, let me put the trades up on the screen. I hadn't had any losers yet. There we go. We'll go through them one by one.
Oh man, my bad. I didn't realize I had
Started in pre-market 10 on 1 point.
Oh man.
You have to really separate these so they don't overlap, guys. All right, 10 lots, 1 point. 10 lots right there. Only made a quarter point. And then 10 lots here, 54.53, made a point and a quarter. And here's a nice DCA right here. Look at this bad boy. And so I'll take it. 87, 13 points right there on 50 lots. That was a nice home run there. 37, 32. I'll take the 5s on a 20 all day long. You do 5, 6 of those, go home. And then here's 50. 50s are just DCA. Still 781 to 774. DCA to grain value on that one. That was a beautiful trade. And so the way you calculate that's just your difference in your points. So 774. So was it 7 points? Maybe 6, 7, about 7.7 and a quarter, 7 points. So it's 7 points times 50 lots times $20 a lot. That's what that one trade made me. And then here's a 40, 675 to 670. So I put out another exactly 5 points on 40 there. And then on this one, 58, 48. I did 10 points on 10. That was a nice, beautiful trade as well. And then here we got that 595, 590, 5 points on 10 lots. And then here's 529, 526. So a little less, a quarter point less than 3 points on 5. And then here's at 10 lots at 519, 515. So nice little 4 point run right there. And I think that's it. I hadn't taken any on this V reversal, but let me show it to you. Did I not tell you that this is what would happen? You have bells and V's. Meaning you just have a few more candles that linger up top before it sells, but also it can linger up top and brigade bolt out. And so I watch it both ways. You've seen me before. The tighter it gets, like down around 20 to 25 points, and the longer it goes, the more likelihood it is to go up. And so this one, I knew, I called it to you guys because it was so indecisive and I had all those up and down tails on my ashy candles. So I was telling you that this looks like it's going to be the right side of the bell. I literally told you guys you trade longs on this side of the bell. You do nothing on this bell. This is where you look and find setups and wait for setups. And then you start shorting on this side of the bell. Look, the first candle that broke these bottom wicks, I was in it. And I traded that dude all the way down. Do this all the time. Getting in that slow period now, 905. I don't trust anything. I'm down to 515. What she's got me on. Let me make sure that I had put her in there. I hadn't asked her how she's doing either. Hey, Eve, how you doing, baby? We're doing pretty good over here. 23,681 DG. That's a DG. What is it? DG10. Yeah, DG10, 25. Yeah, DG10 because 25,000 is an 11. DG10. After they machine learn you, man, they learn everything about you if you want them to. If you're a stick in the mud, they remain a stick in the mud. You know, I got a buddy who says, they're a machine. I'm talking to them like a machine. I said, okay, they're always going to talk to you like a machine. I'd rather than be more like my actual PhD I hired sitting over there. Nerdy as crap, yeah, but at least, talks normal. All right, here we go. We got another one of those situations like right here. And are we going to do this sideways and back and another leg down? Let me turn this off. I'm getting interested here. I want to try to get $25,000 in the stream. I'm going to quit at the hour mark because I sold, I got like 5 sets of golf clubs and I got 2 sets of ping blue dots that I ain't played in years. Both of them were my range clubs, and they were my spare range clubs at 2 different golf clubs I used to belong to. And I hardly ever played them. They look brand new, and they're just sitting on the shelf, wrapped in plastic and then zip tied. I told my wife, I said, I'm getting my garage ready for the spring here. I want to get a project, and so I'm getting rid of everything. Golf clubs. I got where all the golf clubs are. I could put a compressor over there. I got a little compressor, but I want an actual compressor. Run some of my old air tools I hadn't had out since my racing days. I'm going to be tinkering. I think I'm going to put the turbo on the Flex. I got a buddy that does all that, and I went seeing a cat's car. They sold such a super sleeper, man. You can get 1,000 horsepower. I'm so easy. I got mine the 350. It is the all-wheel drive. I do have the PTO upgrades and all the bolt-ons, cat back, computer, code air intake, throttle body spacers, better injectors. I got all that stuff I can do. The only thing I can do now is put the turbo on it. And they have the mounts for it and everything because that engine does have the kits for it. It's a 3.5 liter NA. And so I'm going to, I think I'm going to build me a sleeper. And it's huge in the back. It's easy. We live at the beach, so the back is all open with the WeatherTech full mat, so we hardly ever have the third row seats. And it's a pretty big area, and I got it lowered. And I got wheel spacers on it, and I took the luggage rack off. It's sleek, blacked out windows, and I had the OEM wheels polished. A buddy does that, cost nothing, and I love how they look. So now they're polished. All right, we'll look here. All we did was pull back to the 20. Remember I told you a 10 or a 20 EMA. I do like to take these. I did turn Bookmap off to talk to you guys. I'm putting my Bookmap back on. I am going to look to be selling in here. I missed that doji right there. That's a reversal candle bouncing off the red, white, and blue. So you're 20 EMA. So right here, look at that impulse candle that followed. I would have liked to have taken that. I forgot I turned my sound off. That's my fault. 23,681 in the house. 23,620 in the house. Live. This is actual live, no jump cuts, but this is what I do. When you go back and watch those videos, I want to make some of these live and put them in the live folders so that the trolls out there, I'm trying to not have any trolls. I mean, we're going to have some, but I'm trying to keep them from being trolls for their own good. For their own good. If you want to trade, you've got to look at how everybody does it and then piecemeal what you're capable of doing into one thing. All right, here we go. I think we're going to sell it. I'm going to take a little selling action right here. Are we getting equals? It's getting equals. I don't feel like I should DCA this. Got in a little late. I'm going to DCA a few times here.
Order filled.
Let's see what happens here. We do have plenty of room here. Run out on me. I'm going to get out as soon as I see a little money.
Order filled.
All right, there's 1,100 some change. 23,754. Man, I got a bad pour on that. Let's go look at it real quick. Look at that, 0.39 of a point. So that ate me up in commissions. No, I hate when it does that, when you got a good trade going and you get that slippage. All right, I'm gonna wait for this little flat bottom breakdown, or when I get anything for book maps, since we basically that's a loss. So we're doing roulette style, roulette mastery style. We double the bet. Now we're gonna do 10, 1, and 10s. Not right now. We do have just now the red and white separating, so that's bearish. Just wait though. You got to remember that we got a nice little trend line down here, flat bottom, descending top line. So we do have another cherry red here. So we could be getting exhausted on the sell-off. And remember, now I'm visualizing what 5-minute candles will look like. You'll get used to it as well. And so we got a little room on a 5-minute candle here, and we do have this engulfing candle is kind of bullish, right? So let's see if the 5-period EMA, it did hold right there. I'll just trade it on the 5 with you and show you what I mean. I really need to go back up. But if we look like we're going to break this previous candle, that is a break of structure on the 5. It could be pretty powerful as well. Quotes are certainly saying a sell-off right there. I'm going to take it right here and try to get a little value.
Order filled.
All right, just wanted to show you that. There we go. Now we're at 24,297. I'm not going to show it on the screen just yet. I want to get another little trade in here. Look at your quotes over there. Middle in the middle. Yep.
Order
time
filled.
to sell again. The 5 is breaking down.
Order filled.
All right, another 1,500, you guys. 25,589. I just told you that break of structure, which means, let me show you that previous wick on a 5. When it breaks, it could be powerful. Now look, if you was betting smaller, you would be in there. Remember, I'm high frequency trading. I'm sniper scalping. I call it ninja scalping. I'm in and out 15 seconds, 30 seconds. But big buts. AI and my own chart reading skills, I'm entering trades that I think might go my direction for much longer than 30 seconds. I'm getting out early for confidence in the way I like to trade, but I have a backup plan. I always have a backup plan. My backup plan is I'm trading to make sure I got a 1 to 5 minute likelihood it's going to keep going that way. And the Ashies help me on that a lot. And that way I can get in with a little bit bigger lots than you might want to be betting. And then I can get out and make a really good amount of money, and I do it around the spots that the algorithms are trading. Break of structures, break of low of day, and a lot of people are trading that way too. Okay, and I'm just trying to be the first one out, not necessarily the first one in, because you can miss trades, but I want to see green, take green. Okay, but still use a little bit of common sense on, okay, is the candle still pulsing my direction? Is bookmap still going my direction? Are the order flow still going my direction? You know, all that stuff I'm glancing simultaneously to try to, to video game this. It's literally a video game that you have to memorize your plays, your potions. When do you need Spirit of the Wolf to outrun the minions? All that stuff that we could correlate to video games pretty easily, you will encounter here. All right, I haven't said this in a long time, or all today. Please like, subscribe, share, comment down below, tell your friends, go out there and grab all the freebies. I've got a lot of time in them, and they're going to keep evolving. In fact, when you see this, these would have already been highly evolved because I've got a lot of new things in it that I want to put in it, and I'm always doing that. So when you sign up for my email, you won't get any spam, but when one of those that you signed up for, I change and I think it's significant, I'll shoot you an email and tell you, hey, go to the site and grab the new documents and run it through your AI, call BS or don't call BS. And if you find anything in there that, hey man, I don't think this was right, or hey man, we could tweak this and everybody's percentages will be slightly better. I've back tested it, Jim. I'll say, okay, give it to me. We'll put it in there. We'll figure out, we're going to get some sponsors and do all the normal stuff, and we try to have some freebies. Main thing of this whole channel is to convince people to use AI in every part of your life, as opposed to being scared of AI and thinking they're going to take your job. Own AI and make them work for you. And in trading, you certainly can. Nice 5-minute candle. I'm going to go back to the ones because I've got too big a top and bottom tail here for me. So I'm not getting a good picture. I want to kind of see where the price action is. Remember, on a 1 here, you can see the candles. There's 5 candles right there. So you can tell that this is a big bottom run, big top run. That's why we got to, and where the price action is now. So once you get used to this, you look at your last candle and look how small it is. That's where the price action is going to be. And this is going to be those tails. Watch, I'll go right back and show you. There it is. That represents 5 1-minute candles, and the middle is where the price action is now, which means the 1-minute candle we're on right now. These are the things, the video game things you need to get used to. And like now the price is even more consolidating. So what I mean by that, come back over here, it's a little tiny 1-minute candle. All right, this little tiny 1-minute candle top to bottom represented the body of the 5-minute candle, if that makes any sense. So you'll get used to it. And I can even see the 15-minute candle almost on a glance. It's ugly. It's bad ugly. We'll take a peek at it. Bad ugly 15-minute candles. No, buyers couldn't step in here. I'd like to see, the 15-minute candle gets here, and then on the 1-minute candles it starts to pull back. So like I have AI watching all of this, by the way. They're watching the 5, 10, and 20 on every time frame for all indices. So the Dow, the Russell, S&P, the Nasdaq, they're doing gold, they're doing oil, and they're doing the bond market. They're doing put and call walls. They're doing hedge pressure. They're doing everything to give me just a directional signals and at my skill level. Now you may build your AI agent to give you more signals on your readout, which is just like a dashboard. It's just a dashboard. Like a chat room. It's just a private chat room you build with Visual Studios, VS. Visual Studios. All right, guys, that's 25,589. You see me sit here and do it in 1 hour. That's a DG11, so daily goal 11, which is unfathomable to me. But, the more that I'm getting the AI machine trained, the more confident I'm getting on seeing these impulse candles. And all we did on a 50-minute perspective was take a lot of trades in this. I don't know that this candle is going to end up like this when I'm trading in it. That's why I'm trading in the shorter time frames and just watching for setups in a shorter time frame. There we go. A nice little reversal. I could have took that long right there, but I didn't. Could have took that long, but I didn't, chat. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below, and let's build a community. That's all that this. I sit around here since I started this, and I made a commitment to it from my time and my knowledge. In September of last year, September 2025, and I started filming myself and getting used to what all that has to happen and getting cameras set up and all the stuff you got to do. October 1, and we were over 750 episodes last year, season 1. This year, season 2. This was our first live to be. It's going to be uploaded to the channel. It would be a part of season 2. I'm going to do lives every day for like an hour each morning, and then that way. Where's my cell phone? Left my cell phone somewhere, and I'm getting beeps. I'll need to go get that in a second. Can't believe that. It's almost dead. What did I do with my cell phone? Oh, Cronus is in the house, our little schnauzer. He's snoozing back there. Well, I don't have it. That's what I did with it. I don't have it. Anyway, that's the way it goes. First your money and second your clothes, right? Anyway, no losses today, you guys. I did show you in the stream all of the exits and entries. You've watched me do it in real time. I've explained it, how to work these EMAs and these crossovers and VWAPs and what have you. Had the volume profile on there earlier, looking for the nodes. Already mentally marked all that out. I do keep the high-low on my screen, and all I have to do is like this, and my high-low moves on its own. So it keeps me how to mark stuff out. If I want to know what the overnight high-low was, I would just go to 15-minute chart and go back there and look at it. But like this little top double top here, I like this. I think I'm going to take this long here. I am chasing, but boy, everything is telling me to chase here. 600. All right, another 1,050. I think it dropped back to 600. 26,581. Holy moly. I've been on fire, you guys. Absolute fire. I'm seeing it more and more and more and more and more. Impulse candles. So here's the difference between what I do and what other people do. Like I got Mikey over here right now, Mike Schwartz. He's a hell of a trader, and I've used a lot of his transcripts to help analyze what's the best of the best compared to other traders. But Mike's a great tactician, and I would highly recommend that you guys watch a lot of his videos at night and things like that. Watch his whole streams. Or you can run his streams transcripts through AI and tell AI, make me a training syllabus down and dirty of what he did today. And then it cuts out all the conversation, all of the banter back and forth with chat, and it just goes down to the trading and what he called. And that was instrumental in doing that for me, is, cutting through the minutia. And I did that with all of them, Alpine, Pat Whelan, D-Money, Matt Covert at Rocket Scooter, Smooth Trader, the guys at Top Step, you know, Dakota, every one of those guys, most all of them, the transcripts of the videos and the lives are in the bottom of the description. You copy that whole transcript, stick it into AI, and say, you know, make me a training syllabus. First, I asked them to call BS. What is BS? And don't even quote me anything that's not high probability. And if you put in enough of them, I put in over 80 million words, you guys, to develop those free guides I got out there. And I'm still adding to it all the time. I go back maybe once a month and do the previous month of all their transcripts and see if there's anything evolved or changed. But that's how we got down to most of the indicators you see on my screen. This is the basically of like 20 people, what was the most common things they like to use. Bookmap came up a lot. The VWAP came up a tremendous amount. Exponential moving averages, the ASHI candles, the Saratoga, and then checking confluences with other indices. So, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. A bunch of other stuff that may not be as high probability. Here we go. We're just having to pull it. Let's see if the VWAP's going to be, if the VWAP is going to be a sticking point there. Sure looks like it. I'm going to sell a little bit into this. I might regret it.
Order filled.
All right, another $1,650. Wow, more than that. Look at that pour. That was basically the break of structure and like a soft resistance on VWAP, and I see it all the time, but it didn't get to the top of the linear regression. There's a money hole in there when you're watching this at the bottom of the ORB. I keep saying VWAP. The ORB just held back up. It's going to go again. I'm going to take it, you guys.
Order filled.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Yes, starting to come down, so I'm kind of happy with that.
I'm going to sell into it a couple times.
Order filled.
Right there.
Go for a big profit. Nice.
Might retrace on me.
Hey, good job on that profit.
Order filled.
All right, I got out because my VWAP just went crazy. That's still 27,901, so I think I lost 500. I'm getting right back in here.
Order filled.
I'm let it run for me. I'm gonna take
Order
out
filled.
another 1,650, guys. Golly, we're almost $80,000. All right, so what happened was my book maps over there stalled, and I'd already went 3,600 in the negative, and I DCA'd once. Like that next impulse was like it gets in no man's land when everything kind of slows down. That dude could go like, you know, either way. It's best just to get out and take your loss. So there you go. You saw me take a loss, but I got right back in the same direction. You know, I got right back in the same direction, and I got that money back and then some. I only need a little bit. I got to take it again, you guys. I'm going to take it again here. I'm going to take it again right there. I'm going to DCA twice. That's what she's got me on over there. And let's just see here. Might be sorry on this one.
Order filled.
And my DCA is pretty good here. Come on, baby. Got to get out of the way.
Order filled.
I just got out of the way right there. Go just a little bit. And so let's just see here. I'm not going to do much there. I got 28,440. That cost me 1,000, y'all. I am chasing a little bit. But, boy, Bookmap gave me some favorable. Let's see if we can get through the 20 with force. If we do, I'm going to take 20 lots. I'm going to do the roulette mystery. There it goes.
Order filled.
I'm through here.
I want to see evidence that we're either going to firm up or we're going to slice through it. What's it going to be?
Order filled.
All right. Made it all back. That's a proof in the pudding. Now, listen. I'm following the setup that works. I want to show it to you. It's not gambling, guys. I'm going to show you the method to my madness. I can't give you advice. This is entertainment and education. I've got no topping tails on my ASHI candles. I got a clear curl on my RSI. My VIX is ticking up. Remember, my VIX is on a 3-minute. If you wanted to do this different, you could put your VIX on a 1, and I'm using a Renko. So on the Renko on the 1, I'm clearly developing a tick up, which means stocks usually go down, ETFs go down. I've got the big red candle coming back through the EMAs on a 5-minute for my S&P. I'm breaking through the EMAs that I called you. That was basically just an overshoot of the ORB, the opening range. And look, there's a top of that opening range. There's a bottom. It's just the first little overshoot test fail. And then I was still diligent. If my book maps then started going against me, I got out, right? I took my lumps, got right back in. That's $30,025, you guys, between 8:30 and 9:24. I got 6 minutes before we close out that hour. Now, I did start 15 minutes before, so we've been streaming for an hour and 8 minutes. And I've been taking trades just as much as I can to show you kind of how I do it. And so, yeah, that was a beautiful trade. I'm going to drop it down now. We'll go to 515. She's got me at 515. And, yeah, 515. Hey, Terry. You see my cell phone, dear.
Need to get funded. Hey, congrats. Good deal. I'll probably give this another swing.
Would you bring it to me? I'm streaming.
I like that we're below that. We're below this reaction zone.
Bookkeeper's going to bring it to me. I think I'm done. You know, we got 6 minutes to my what we'll call my soft. Everybody's calling me.
Do that again.
How did you do today? They won't believe
I was
me.
up over 200 on that.
Although the people that are calling me do
Come
believe
back
me.
and stop me out.
You don't have what I have. There's no way to have a plane and a 50-foot yacht, paid for beach house, paid for mountain cabin, and not know how to do it.
Trade made back when I lost in the last trade. I didn't
Anyway, so that was the kind of the indicators there, guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Go get the freebies. Let's make the community better. All this is about. Really, it's about greed on my part. I know if more brains, human brains, and that's what AI tells me too. If more human brains digest it, tried, back test it, attempt it, all that, and then we keep revising it, it's going to make me better. You know, I got a friend that's 100 NQ, 100, and he DCAs. I got to take it, you guys. We're just selling off here. It's like throwing. I'm gonna see like another little bit. 675.
There we go.
Oh my goodness, there we go.
Back in the green.
Crazy.
Free trade.
Michael's in the red all morning, bless his soul. Sometimes I think he watches too many things and gets analysis paralysis. But anyway, going back to those trades, look at this building Hiratoga histogram, bright red. That confirms what we're seeing over here with a lot of selling pressure. Bookmaps is giving us the signals. Thank you, dear. And yeah, just did have 2 losses there. So, you know, I'm not unfathomable, but I'm pretty sure that still puts me over 80% win ratio today. I'll have AI looks at my logs each night and calculates all that for me. Let's go back and look at those losses, though. Did have some losses in there. Beautiful trade right there. Look at that. Short 23.18, 76.76. That was that's a small win, but I had DCA'd, so it dinged me a little bit. And this is 97.95, so that was okay. 15.05, that one was okay. What was the other loss at? I guess it was 2 back-to-back inside of this candle. The average was for 47.08, but commissions got me in, and I know one of them in there. Well, it showed on the screen one of them was a $500 loss. I was so fast and furious there, I didn't think to look down. And yeah, no, we went from 78 some change, just like 78 flat, about 600 down on those 2 trades. I remember seeing it 77.4. Anyway, you can rewind it to see it, and I will do that as well. As you guys know from watching my videos, I rewatch all my videos in their entirety, but I don't just watch them blind. I grab my transcript. I give my transcript to AI. I tell them, let me know where in the video I should go for improving, and they have my logs in their hand. You guys know I'm a retired professional sports car racer, and I'm a current professional sports car coach. Coach the flat belly pro kids, try to get them along the way. Won MX5 Cup Global again last year. That's my 4th championship. I won it as a driver. I've won it 3 times now as either team owner, coach, or just coach. Anyway, and lots of other stuff. Mustang Challenge winners, you know, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so I use a lot of analytics, just like we do, just like a race car driver, to analyze myself. But with AI, I don't have to sit there and watch the whole dadgum video and get all of the sitting on your hands moments. It'll just take your transcript, look at the logs, pinpoint where it thinks you could do better, and it gives me the timestamps. I'll go back and I just watch those timestamps to see what it's talking about, and it's a lot quicker learning, man. It's like boom, 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 like that. Guys, I'm gonna let this one go. All right, I got a DG13. That's $30,000 in the house. I've made $30,446 today in this hour and 13 minutes that I've been with you all. I'm stoked that this is the first live I've done by myself. Now, I don't have the AI communicating with the chat and all that stuff. That requires a whole different deal that I'm still knee deep in trying to get it all done. It's going to be better than Bloomberg or better than everybody, in my opinion. But I do have, I am going to do what this show you just saw today. I'm going to do this every day and try to help. Man, I want to take this so bad. Don't want to give this money back. I only got $446 in cushions. Yeah, we're a little late. That is like it ain't really a flat bottom breakdown. So it's pulling right back into itself. I'd rather do this again if we could just get it back up into like the 10 EMA and catch one of these wicks back down. And I'll just do one for you. Right now, Bookmap is not with us. It's trickling down. I don't like trickles downs. I'm an impulse candle hunter. See what I mean? Here comes the buyers. It's pulled right back up into itself. Now, some people might short it about right here, about right there. They could have had a price order out, and you would have got a quick pop on that. If you're using your straddle orders like NinjaTrader has, you could have put your straddle order right there, and you'd have a 15-point pop out right there, just like that. That's 15 points. You're seeing it in real time. You're calling it in real time here. But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to end the stream. Hour and 14 minutes. Thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Not taking any more trades today. That's about an hour and 15 minutes worth of work, plus about 30 minutes of prep this morning. Let's call it inside of 2 hours. It's what I do every day. Now, I will sit here and grind out all day and switch down to MNQs or just do onesies if I don't have anything else to do. But right now, I'm working on the back-end show heavily so that we have a show. We're going to have a wrap-up show each afternoon to get ready for the next part of the market. We're going to have a morning show, and we're going to have a Sunday night show. All AI doing it. I'm just going to produce. It's going to be them talking, them showing you the charts, blah, blah, blah. Man, look at that thing pulled right to the 20 rocket ship, you guys. I got to take it.
Order filled.
I'll take it right here just to do a quick one for
Order
you.
filled.
All right, just another quick $100. Oh, just 5 lots. So I only pushed in 5 grand. Do the math on that. 5 grand in $100. That's nice percentages, man. All right, there you go, guys. 30,467 after commission. You saw me start the day out with 54,000 because I made the 4,000 in the early market. I did a VWAP play before I wanted to go live, or before I had live even ready to go. I was having a lot of trouble with the streaming key thing today, and I wound up having to just sign into my YouTube account from OBS, and that cleared it up for whatever reason. And so beyond me, because it was working just fine. Look at this bottoms right here. The breakdown of this area will pay you off a lot of times. But I'm going to go. That's 9:31. It's past the time I want to trade. Everybody take care, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.